So I did a little research on the Methodist Church. It's a denomination that's been around for quite a while in the United States. It is most well known as the United Methodist Church now. And what I did was I looked at the history of the Methodist Church in about the last 100 years. So the first thing I wanted to touch upon was an article I read by Christy Meseros Winkles called Why Not Now? The 1890 and 1894 Free Methodist Debates on Ordaining Women. So for a while, the Methodists and a lot of Protestant-focused Christianity had a real interesting relationship with women, we'll say, right? We know that that's why there was some issues going on with John Winthrop, right? Well, in 1890 and 1894, respectively, we had Clara Wetherall and Ida Gage, who both went to the congregation of the Methodist Church in the nation of the United States. So it's like a meeting of all Methodist leaders, right? And there they tried to get women ordained. They advocated that there have been figures like Sarah Crosby who were licensed to preach. So they figured, let's try our best, and why not now? We're progressing. There's more women's rights now than there were before. Ultimately, this failed, and if anything, the Methodist Church became more male-centric. So did this help them at all at that point? No. Then we move into an article called A Leavening Force, African-American Women and Christian Mission in the Civil Rights Era by Mary Kay Shulman. And this focuses on a woman called Josephine Beckwith. And she is an African-American woman who is living in the city of Kansas City, Missouri in the Civil Rights Era. And really what this focuses on is this woman who at the time was still alive and being interviewed at the age of 98, talking about the mission that she set out on with the Methodist Church to really bring Kansas City together. It wasn't a mission somewhere else, it was a mission right in the city to bring race relations closer to each other, because she had seen the neighborhoods really disconnected from each other, even though you're living with black next to white. So her ultimate goal was to have a world of friendship and a world of brotherhood where everyone understood each other. Her exact quote was, she wanted to help people to understand each other. And this, again, was a mission that she was sent out on by the Methodist Board of Missions. She had asked them to help. And in there, she said there was actually no connection to the Civil Rights Era whatsoever. She said, ultimately, all she wanted to do was help her city really come closer. And she ultimately felt like she had done that, right? And then we move on from seeing women actually gaining some kind of more leadership role with Josephine Beckwith to what is happening with sexual harassment in the church as well, because there was a study done in this article called Hospitable or Hostile Environment, Sexual Harassment in the United Methodist Church by Gail Murphy-Geis. And ultimately what this author comes upon is that there was sexual harassment in around 1988, and then looking back in 2005, there's more reporting, but it doesn't seem to have changed, even though the United Methodist Church had said that they no longer were allowing this, so they were against it. They ultimately said they came out against it.